Let's just bring in Sumant Sinha with us, and also Amitabh Dubey of the Congress is joining us. Sumant Sinha, your big picture takeaway from this budget, we're just talking in the run-up to it. We are still trying to see what is a big headline or what's a big ticket announcement from this budget. Do you see that, or do you see this as a kind of status quo, a little bit tinkering here and there, but largely no big changes in taxes, no big ticket, big bang announcement?
Was that the FM does not actually tinker around too much, because things are by and large heading in the right direction at this point in time. Demand is growing, the economy is picking up. We're on a good wicket right now, 9% last year, hopefully 8% in the year to come. Things are going reasonably well. We didn't really require anything very fundamental. Now, having said that, what the FM has announced is a fairly significant increase in capex expenditure, which I think is something that we are discounting. It actually increases the productive capacity of the economy and the productivity itself. So I think that is a very big thing. 35% increase in capex for infrastructure development, I think, is a huge increase. That is one. The second thing is she's also talked about giving a massive increase of credit to the states by almost 1 lakh crores, which was only 10 to 15,000 crores in the year prior. And we know that a lot of the spending needs to happen at the state level. So I think that hopefully also puts more ability of the states to do things. Then I think two other areas that she's focused on is, number one is digital. There are lots of announcements for digital, although I'm not that familiar with the whole digital space, so I can't comment too deeply. But certainly on the climate front, there has been a lot of statements that have been made. First of all, of course, the PLI has been increased. Batteries have been made part of the infrastructure sector.
Right.
There's battery swapping. There's a lot of things around that. Energy efficiency. Discom reforms were given a bit of a leg up as far as states' ability to deal with that. So I think quite a lot of things in that area. And then on defense, I think as well, there's a fairly significant push for Atmanirbharta in the defense side as well. And I think on tax, by and large, she's maintained consistency, which, as we all know, is critical. We can't keep tinkering and changing with tax issues all the time. Keep in mind also that GST is going up dramatically. She talked about the fact that January was 1,40,000 crores. So I think on the tax side, there's a lot of buoyancy, which gives her actually a lot of flexibility to also therefore bring down the fiscal deficit from 6.9 to 6.4, which I think is very practical and pragmatic. It's not shooting for too deep a reduction, and at the same time giving enough room in the hands of the government to keep spending and that there is that stimulation in the economy.